We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We're at the home of the Grizzlies, the FedEx Forum in beautiful Memphis, Tennessee. And, of course, John Morant. See how they continue to fare without him.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
Over in the corner, Reddish. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Porter, and it's sent back by Bosch. Takes the three. No good, shot missing. And so Grant will bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Beverly. Now here's Porter. Fires the three. And the three ball is good. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Can't back off of Reddish. He's going to let it rip.
Down low. Here's Gobert. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Driving to the basket. Got that bucket in no time at all. Porter's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
On offense, here are the Clippers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He knows that John Wall presents a challenge for them, especially when he can get inside. Coach said Wall is such a fantastic finisher, you have to do your work early, out on the perimeter. Once he gets by you, it's already too late. So they'll have to do everything they can to keep defenders in front of him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Memphis trailing here. All taking his time here. Pass to Bosch. Shoots over Satoransky. Kept alive. And Wall able to finish.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Outside, Porter fires the three. Bosch grabs the miss. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Porter, and the basket is good. Porter's got 8 points.
You know, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Back to Wall. Wash inside. Pass to Oladipo. 4 on the clock. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Shot selection paying off there. Patience by Oladipo, and then knocks it down from the perimeter.
Satoransky. And he takes that one up and powers it through. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
The kick out to Bosh. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Now here's Satoransky. Gobert the screen. The Clippers trail. Porter with it. He's picked up by Wall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well. A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there. And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shot of the night. And that one misses. Pass to O'Neal. That 3 off the mark. Here's Najee. Now here's Noel. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Memphis out in. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jump.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Everly with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Stolen by Brooks. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Clippers trail by 5. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Brooks outside. They set the pick. Fires for 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Jay Crowder, and he's good on the second. And he makes all three.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Driving the lane. Pass to Oturu. And he comes up with the deuce. Oturu's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Najee. And Grant sends it back. Outside Crowder. And he hits it to tie the game up. Crowder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the wing right side. Here's Melton. The rebound by Grant.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Now, here's Grant. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Driving in. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And the rejection by Noel. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Clippers call time here.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Now Porter down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Oladipo goes in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An aggressive Oladipo forcing the issue on the drive there.
Grizzlies have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Bosh. And the wide open shot from Reddish. No good from outside. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3.
And Porter right now has it going, and I wonder defensively, are they going to make an adjustment?
And here's Reddish. It's good from long range. Reddish has got 6 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Porter in the corner. Beverley for 3. That shot off. And it's Memphis the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. It's Wall with the drive. And then Bosh with the jam.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Now here's Batum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And a wide open look for Porter. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here is Wall. Driving inside. And there it is for him. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
And that concludes the first half. Grizzlies lead by 8. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Clippers trail by 8. And here's Beverly. Gobert, the screen. That one, no good. Baj with some nice D. Crowder with the steal. Up top, Porter. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Memphis leading by 8. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
To the paint. Here's Bosch. And the dunk by Bosch.
Whoa, nice explosion to the basket by Bosch, who wastes no time in throwing that one down.
Clippers trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Satoransky with it.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Los Angeles making a switch here. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. It's Brooks on the wing. 6 points for him. Memphis moving it around. Astonagi, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here is Porter. That's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. And so here's Memphis. It's Brooks on the wing. Takes a 3. The rebound by Grant. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Clippers. 8-point game. Porter outside. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
And it's Noel missing. Clippers trail by 5. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. The Clippers have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Brooks for 3. Cans it from downtown. Brooks is got 9.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Over in the corner, Batum. Back to Beverly. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
There's something about Beverly. He seems to be one of the point guards who enjoys the physical contact out there, always looking for something.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And slam dunk by Noel.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Here's Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 9 points in the quarter.
And Porter's height and length around the basket's going to help him create opportunities to score.
Brooks outside. And again, it's Memphis with the 3. 36 seconds left to play here in the third. Now here's Beverly. Pass to Batum. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
.11 seconds left in the third. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Melton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Noel's got his second basket.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can, and so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Pass to Melton. It's Brooks on the wing. To the middle. Here's Najee. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Najee's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Now Satoransky. Inside. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Pass to Noel. He lobs it up. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
It's okay to be a kleptomaniac during a basketball game. Look at those steals totals. A lot of effort on deep from them tonight.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. Or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Chris Bosh.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Memphis leading by 9. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Outside Porter. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. And that'll be his third foul so far. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Wall. From downtown. Sinks the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
A strong decision maker with good floor awareness. Wall concluded that the catch and shoot was the right move.
Here's Porter. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got 23.
Well, maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
A shot by Reddish, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
O'Neal with it. He's picked up by Wall. In the corner, Crowder with it. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Porter outside. Porter can't get that one to fall. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Here's Najee. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Najee's got 10 points here in the second half.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Wall, that's a two-pointer. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Clippers. Pass to O'Neal. There's the drive. Banked in off the glass.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Here is Wall. To the inside. Here's Bosh. Gobert with the block. Three-pointer, Crowder. And Oladipo pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Hits the front of the rim and out. O'Neal with it. And Bosh picks him up defensively. It's Porter outside. That shot misses. And it's Memphis the other way. Right side Bosh. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Bosh holds a career average of around 50% from the field, so getting him the ball that close to the basket is always a good decision.
And the Clippers making a change here. Clippers trail by 9. .55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gobert. Over Bosh. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8. And Gobert drops them both. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
The Grizzlies on offense. Pass to Reddish. Hits the jumper in space.
2 things the coaching staff wants from Cam Reddish: play aggressive and play with confidence.
On the wing, Porter. Lays it up off the glass.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. And here's Reddish. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
No question there's a high ceiling for Cam Reddish. and where that talent can get him to.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and
She want